Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the 5.5 beta, and for today, I wanted to give y'all a first look at my beloved. I guess you guys could call this the main event. Yes, that's right, boys. It's time to take our first look at the lovely Scarlet Witch. And before I get this thing started, man, I just gotta say, keep in mind everything that I say in this video is subject to change once the update goes live, okay? So if Scarlet Witch doesn't look as strong as you think she's supposed to be, or if she looks stronger than you think she's supposed to be, just keep in mind that Netmarble could nerf her, they could buff her at any point in time before the update goes live, presumably next week. Now, with that disclaimer out the way, let's get right to it, man, because this uniform looks like pure fire. So shout out to whoever designed this thing, man. They made my baby look like a queen, like she's supposed to look. You dig? She's out here looking like more than just eye candy. Looking at this thing, man, it just screams power, dominance. I absolutely love it. She looks like a true queen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I love Scarlet Witch. She is one of my reasons for loving Marvel Future Fight. Y'all know I love DP. That's my guy. Scarlet Witch is another reason why Marvel Future Fight is the greatest mobile game for me ever. You dig? Absolutely love Scarlet Witch. Big part of my childhood. Anyways, not what you guys are here for. Y'all don't care about the visual for the most part, because this uniform right here is a banger too. All things Scarlet Witch is a banger. The base kit is a banger, but this is a major upgrade to the base kit. What are we expecting from this? Of course, we are expecting more. Did they deliver? And I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to decide. For me, y'all know my opinion can be a little bit biased because I have a lot of love for Scarlet Witch, and that's why I wanted to make that known before I get the video started. You dig? She's one of my favorite characters. So even though I always try to be fair and unbiased, when it comes to characters that I really love, sometimes it comes out without me like realizing it, okay? So that's why I wanted to put it out there to anybody who is new to the channel. She's a part of my reason for loving this game. So whenever I see her getting a new uniform, I'm excited. It gets my blood boiling, right? So Scarlet Witch got a new uniform. Is it enough for you guys to go out there, pick it up for 1,000+ crystals? Because assuming it's going to be a premium uniform, that's going to cost you 1,000+ crystals. Not to mention, right, a lot of black antimatter, a lot of gold to rank this thing up. If you already had this one, is it worth it? To me, no. Not unless you're me, or, right, you just want a little bit more out of her. Because ultimately, I think they didn't go far enough. They didn't go far enough. I understand that Scarlet Witch has like basically everything that you need for an amazing PvE/PvP character for the most part, right? You take a look at her kit, she has damage reduction, she has reflex, she has healing, iframes, mind control, a guard, immunity. You know what I'm saying? She has everything. She has penetration. The only thing she doesn't have is like accumulation, fracture, iframe ignore, those kind of stuff. And I was hoping that they would tap into some of those things for a new uniform for her, not just give her 2 skill changes and call it a day, because that's unfortunately what they did here. Now, I'm a fan of one of the changes that they did, which is the 5th skill. We'll talk about that in a second. The 2nd skill, however, it's a minor change that is not going to change much in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about that too much. They changed the 5th skill. They lowered the mind damage buff from 40% to 25%. So I'm not a fan of that, but they did add mind damage decrease here, which is good because it works in World Boss. So that's going to help put out more damage. So that's good. And I also really like the animation of Chaos Domination, simply because if you're a fan of the comics, you know what I'm saying, and you read Uncanny Avengers, this skill reminds me of that last attack that Wanda used against Thor. So I gotta give Netmarble props here, because this skill is very well done and is very reminiscent of the comics. However, I think they should have gone a little bit further with the rest of her kit. Unfortunately, they didn't do that for me. The uniform bonus is nice. It's a small upgrade from what she had previously, but I don't think, honestly, being completely transparent with you guys, you should buy this thing, especially considering the fact that she's probably gonna get another uniform when the WandaVision TV show gets released. So that's something for you guys to keep in mind. Picking this thing up right now or even on Black Friday, then investing all the black antimatter and everything you need to rank it up just for it to get replaced again when she gets another uniform a couple months from now. I don't know if that's something you should do, simply because this one right here can do basically everything that this one can do. This one just has a little bit more flash to it, and I absolutely love it. In addition to that, the Chaos Domination skill is actually very, very good because of the fact that the tracking on it is actually it's amazing. It's amazing. I'll jump into the preview menu right here and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. The visuals is absolutely stunning, right? Just take a look at her basically opening a portal and collapsing reality on itself. It's absolutely amazing, and you can actually cancel this skill early and get the full effect of it. You just gotta wait until Wanda reappears, then you can cancel it into any one of her other skills, and then you can get maximum DPS. This skill also can be canceled. You can just cancel it as soon as he rocks back with one of her other skills if you're in range of the enemy. So I really like the visuals on this uniform, and I understand that Scarlet Witch has a lot of different effects like mind control and all that stuff, so it's hard to give a character with so much more because then it really throws off any kind of balance that we have in this game. But I still think changing her with a uniform just because you know it's gonna sell is a bad move. Okay, because in the Uncanny Avengers run, if I remember correctly, I'm getting old now, right? But in that last battle between her and Thor, she actually did some time manipulation thing where she slowed time. So that means she could have possibly seen some time freeze in her kit, even if it's like 1 or 2 seconds, and that would have made this uniform a little bit more appealing, because this attack right here kind of reminds me of that. Even though the beam that Wanda fired, she fired it up into the air, whereas this one, the beam is firing down into the ground, because obviously you don't want to fight. Well, that'd be cool if you could launch like Thanos in War Boss Ultimate into the sky. That'd be dope. Anyways, boys, we're gonna jump into a little bit of gameplay here. I'm gonna show you guys how Wanda plays in this new uniform, but for the most part it's just a little bit more flash on top of this one. Obviously this uniform looks way better, right? And the new 5th skill is way better overall because there's some tracking issues on the 5th skill with this uniform and the base kit for Wanda, whereas with this uniform right here, you can use the 5th skill, and even if they move away, you know what, let me show it to you guys. Even if they move away, right, sometimes you will actually reposition yourself using that Chaos Domination. So it's actually really, really cool. I'm going to jump in here against Thanos. I'm going to try to simulate what I'm talking about using Wanda and these scrubs right here. It doesn't even matter who we use with her. We're going to run through stage 10. We're also going to try her against Cull Obsidian and maybe somebody else. So you can see for yourself right there. Look how far away we initiated the 5th skill, but because that radius on the new Chaos Domination is so large, it just slowly started moving on its own towards the target that disrespected our beloved queen. Okay, there is no escape. You will be dominated. Now with Wanda, as always, you can proc on any of the 3 skills that I'm going to mention. You can proc on the 3 skill, you can proc on the 5 skill, and you can proc on the 4 skill. Any of those skills, you will get good damage. However, if you have like a CTP of Rage on her, it's probably best to go something like 5, cancel 4, cancel 3. Just my opinion, okay? However, it's not a 5 immediate cancel, okay? You want to go, hold up, 5. Now, my proc activated, but I'm still going to show you guys. You want to wait until she reappears from that dimension, okay? If you cancel early, as I was showing you guys earlier, you don't get the final part of the attack, and then you lose out on some damage. You know what? Let's come out of that, then use the 3 skill, and there we go. So she's actually a lot more fun. I guess, yeah, a lot more fun just because you don't have to worry about the targeting issue anymore. It wasn't really like a big deal, but it's nice to see that it is fixed, whether it's intentional or unintentional, right? So, right, ooh, see, with Rage, you wouldn't have to worry about being like super on the ball with the timing of when she exits that dimension. But with a regular damage proc, I would say just to save yourself the headache, right? Probably just stick with procking on the 4 skill, or just if you get the proc on the 5th, just go with it. If you get, okay, he's gonna play with me. Okay, bye Caecilius, bye Song. Ooh, okay, Songbird is not dead. Bye Song. Okay, Songbird is not dead. Songbird out here beasting. Okay, we're just gonna bring this guy down to 8 bars just because he's annoyed me. And then, hold up. Come on. Really? Yo, this guy really wants to play with me. Yeah, come on. Just go down to 8 bars. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go fight Cull Obsidian for a sec here, boys. All right, let's see how well she does against Cull. Actually, you know what? Let's try her against Ebony Maw. Okay, we only have 37 available. I think this is going to be way too easy, even without any support or strikers. But let's see how she does here, and then we'll go against Cull in a sec. I wish we had some higher stages unlocked. This guy's gonna move. Ooh, I tried to catch him before he moved, but I accidentally canceled a little bit too early. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, she came back out. There we go. And we got him. Nice, nice. So that was a good rotation, but it's hard to land that every single time. That was good. That was good. See, like with this rotation, you can literally just use those 3 skills. Basically, what you're watching for is the camera shift. Like when it comes from being like a sunken down screen to like, ooh, like when you see the rise happen, that's your cue to cancel even if you don't see Wanda. Now, it's hard to land it every single time because there's, like I said, so many hits on the 5th skill. But if you get it right, you can get a lot of damage. I would say though, without a rage, just try to proc consistently on the 4 or on the 3 because they seem to do the most amount of damage. Let's try against Cull here. We don't want to use any strikers or support, so I think we have to go down to maybe like 25. Maybe even that will be pushing it. All right, well, let's try 25. We're only going to do a couple minutes of this, probably like 2 minutes max. Just want to give you all a general feel for how she plays in uniform, but it's really nothing new. If you've seen, hold up, Scarlet Witch in her Infinity War uniform, you've seen most of what this uniform can do already, right? And she got guard broke in there at the beginning, so now the rotation is a little bit off, which kind of sucks. Okay, please, ooh, I was gonna say please let me get the 5 cancel 4 rotation, but unfortunately not. Okay, now let's see if we can cancel that into the 3, and of course of course my proc is late. Okay, let's go 2. Ooh, come on, there we go, there we go. Oh, come on, I was expecting some fat stacks of damage with all that defense down. Here we go. Yeah, you gotta wait for that camera shift. That's your cue to cancel. Okay. And now we canceled at the right time, but the proc was late. So I'm getting a handle on procking properly, even with a regular damage proc. But if you're even like a millisecond off once, it throws it off. So rage would definitely give you a lot more freedom. All right. Okay, yeah, I think she can definitely do 25 without no help. And I was looking at the boss for a second and not watching my actual skills, so I messed up the rotation. Oh man. All right, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see if we can get it back. Ah, come on. I was so out of that. And yeah, my rotation is now in shambles. Can I figure it out, bro? Can I figure it out? Can I figure it out? Nope, I cannot figure it out. All right, boys. So I just want to give y'all a little first look at my baby here. But like I said, man, if you had the Infinity War uniform, I don't think you need this. This one is definitely a small upgrade, right? Giving her some more defense down capabilities for World Boss when she pops in for you and that kind of stuff. And also the new 5th skill looks absolutely stellar. Right, but I don't think that's enough of a reason to rebuy a uniform for her and then do all that work to get it back to Mythic, knowing that when WandaVision comes out, she might get something different. But for those of you guys who want to see the uniform options, I saved it to the end just because, like I said, it's for super fans only, basically. Right? You can see for yourself, we got 2 tier 2 native uniforms in here. This last one is actually for Cull Obsidian. So it means you got to spend a lot of black antimatter to get this uniform for Cull Obsidian to Mythic. In addition to that, Doctor Strange's old uniform, the one that nobody, well, most people will have it at Mythic. I still have it at normal because I never worked on that uniform, but nobody would be working on this thing now. So the fact that they made it so the OG Doctor Strange uniform is tied to this, kind of sad when they know basically everybody has the new uniform for Doctor Strange at Mythic. So yeah, they trolling hella hard, but it is what it is. We're gonna wrap it up here, boys. Thank y'all so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Scarlet, baby, gotta love it. This uniform is beautiful. She's slightly improved, but ultimately, if this is what we get when the update goes live, my thoughts will remain the same. Super fans only. It's a small upgrade. We deserve better. She deserves better. But it is what it is.